Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Martina Lily. Thank you so much for being here today and watching. I really appreciate it. Today we are going to be recreating, or not recreating, but creating this makeup look that I am wearing right now. So spoiler alert, this is how it turns out. We are going to be doing the Foxy Eye, the Cat Eye, the Bella Hadid Eye, whatever you want to call this trend right now. We are doing it today. And I was very heavily inspired from Make Me Up Missa. She is an amazing beauty influencer. She produces more content than I think I've seen any other YouTube ever do, and she is big on makeup tutorials. So if you love watching people do makeup like I do, I know that they say the beauty tutorial is dead, but I love watching people put makeup on still. So if you are into that, she also has hooded eyes like I do, so I learn a lot from watching how she works with her eyeshadow to get certain looks for her eye shape. So if you have hooded eyes as well, she's probably awesome for you, so I'll link her down below. But yeah, we're just going to recreate this look. We're going to sit down, we're going to have some fun with makeup. So if that sounds interesting to you, then keep on watching. But before you do, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss any uploads from me. And let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are going to attempt this more subtle Foxy Eye today. Now I'm just going to take my tape. I've primed my eyes with my Hourglass Vanish concealer. I have like a first impression / review on that concealer down below. I'll link it down below in the description box. Sorry, it's not down below. So I'm just going to take my tape and I think I'm just going to do each eye at a time, because I find if I do one eye and then the other, I can't ever get them the same and I forget how I've done it. So if I do like one bit then one bit, I kind of find that I get it better. So I'm going to put some tape on so that it just makes it easier for me to do the wing and blend it all out, etc. This is like a really loose tape but as well. It's not like a full-on sticky one, so when I pull it off it doesn't like rip any skin. And my eyes are completely different shapes to each other. So these might not look the same, and that's kind of okay with me because my eyes are different. So they just need to be slightly different. And I've put the tape a little bit higher than I normally would as well, because I want it to kind of be very lifted and not be dragged down in any way. So that's what we're doing. Now the palette that I'm going to use today is the Morphe 35B palette. It's this really, really big one. And the reason why I've chosen this is because it just literally has every single brown under the sun in it. So I think it's just going to be perfect to kind of get the exact look that I want. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this brown right here. It's kind of like a really dark, warm tone, but not too warm tone, deep brown. And I'm going to just take it on a pencil brush. This is just a MAC pencil brush. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the product and start building this up. Now I'm going to try and make this smaller than what I would think I want, because my eye shape just, well, one, the other day I went way too dramatic with it, and then two, which I've probably already done, my eye shape just doesn't really support this look. So we're just going to try and do our best here. Also, I'm not a professional makeup artist in any way, shape or form. I just love playing with makeup, so don't come for me if it's not like professional or whatever. It's just a little bit of fun. It's just makeup. It'll wash off, I promise you. Okay, now I'm going to pick up, I'm actually going to pick up an angled brush. This is a Morphe M165. It's just like an angled wing liner brush. And I'm going to pick up that same brown colour and just kind of stamp it along my lash line here. I think that's as like big as I kind of want to take it. It's probably even a smidge bigger than I actually want it as well. But I think we'll leave that side for now, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing to this side and hopefully not make it too big. Okay, so I've just realized that my gardener is here for my complex, so he's like leaf blowing the driveway. So if you can hear that outside, I'm so sorry, and please just hang in there, and hopefully he'll stop soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this J127 brush. It's just a really small blending brush. I'm going to pick up this little color right here and maybe mix it with a little bit of this first one. So like the third one and the first one. These don't have shade names either, by the way. I'm sorry, otherwise I'll tell you that. And I'm just going to pick up a really, really, really small amount. And I'm just going to blend it in a little triangle here. And I'm not going to try and go much higher than my crease. And I really just want it to be like a little triangle here and really, really soft. And I'm not taking it any further in than like right here. I just kind of want to give a little bit of definition, but really not a lot. And just blend out this top bit of this like wing right here so it's a little bit smokier. And then I'm going to take a clean blending brush, which is the Sigma E35, and I'm just going to buff like at the top here too, and just really buff out what we just did. And I'm actually going to pick up, I've got my KKW Mario palette here, but you don't need to use this palette. I'm just going to pick up this bone color right here, and I'm actually going to put that some of that on the brush, and I'm going to blend out this top bit as well with that bone color. You don't have to use this palette, and you also don't have to use this Morphe palette, by the way. All you need is like a dark brown kind of like transition shade and a black, and you're probably pretty good to go. So don't feel like you have to use these palettes. You can use whatever palettes you like. Then I'm going to pick up this BH Cosmetics No. 7 blender. It's just a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to pick up the lightest transition shade right here, and I'm going to pick that up very softly, like only a small amount on my brush, tap off the excess, and I'm also going to pick up a little bit of that bone color with it, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to run that in this like inner crease here. Just because my eyes are so hooded, I'm like putting feather touches, like I'm barely putting any pressure on at all. But just because my eyes are so hooded, I just want to create just a small like amount of definition, just to kind of give it like I have got some kind of a crease, because if I keep everything down low, it's really going to look like just heavy. So I do just want to create a small amount of definition, and you honestly might not even be able to see this on camera, but you can see it in real life. So if you were to see me in real life, it wouldn't look as hooded, hopefully. I'm just going to build up this little bit in here too, just to give a little bit of definition, just so I have it. And then what I want to do is get a very small, this is a Sephora Precision Shadow Brush, and it's kind of like a really, really mini Sigma E25 brush. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up I want to pick up the shade next to that dark brown color here, like, because it's just a smidge, like just the smallest amount lighter. And I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm just going to buff it like 50% on the wing that I've already drawn and 50% above it, just to create a little bit more smoke. And I'm going to concentrate it mainly to the outer corner, not going inward a whole lot, just a small amount going inward. I'm going to pick up the black shadow in this palette, and I'm going to press it really, really closely to my lash line. So just a really small amount of black close to my lash line to just deepen it up and give it some definition. But like hardly at all, and don't worry if it's looking like a little bit blocky, we'll blend it out in a second. And then I'm gonna pick up that little Sephora, like, what is it called? A precision shadow brush, and I'm gonna pick up that, like a mixture of these two browns right here. I'm just gonna like bop it into both and then tap off the excess. and I'm going to buff out the black a smidge. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bone color in the KKW palette, so this light color here, and I'm just going to pick up a clean like shadow packing brush. So this is just a BH Cosmetics brush. I think it's from the It's My Ray Ray collection. And I'm just going to pick up this bone color on the brush and tap off the excess. And I'm going to pat that in this little area right here, just to bring a little bit of light and dimension to the eye, and hopefully make my eyelids look a little bit bigger. And not really take it above the crease again, like we're keeping everything kind of as close to the crease as we can. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the tape off and we're going to see how this is looking, and then we can kind of go from there. Oh. See, I always think this looks like an absolute hot mess until I take the tape off, and then it actually doesn't look too bad. So all I'm going to do now is just kind of finesse whatever I kind of need to, but it's not looking too bad. It's looking pretty good, considering. I'm not unhappy with that. Now, when I look directly into the camera, it probably doesn't look that good, but if I'm kind of looking like down and like I have my eyes up, it probably looks a little bit better, but it probably actually doesn't look that good right now because we don't have any other makeup on. So we're gonna get started on my face makeup, and I'm gonna use the, if I can grab it, Becca First Light Priming Filter. I'd already put my foundation and bronzer and that on up on my forehead before I started, because I hate putting foundation on once I've like done my eyes and brows and stuff. Not that my brows are done, but I just hate it. It's like so finessey, so I did it before I started. But I don't have anything else on the rest of my face. So the foundation I'm also going to use is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Liquid Foundation. This is my all-time favorite foundation, and I'm just going to use a Thrive Cosmetics sponge to pop it on. Okay, so for my concealer, I'm actually going to use a mixture of the Hourglass and the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. So I'm just going to take my Thrive Cosmetics sponge and just start tapping the concealer out, and I'm trying not to disturb this like wing edge as much as possible. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put some cream bronzer on. I like the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer, and I use an e.l.f. Cosmetics stippling brush. It's like a small stippling brush. I love this brush so much. I'll be devastated if it's like discontinued or this one breaks. And I just kind of stipple this on to the cheeks and give me some colour because I'm pretty pale. The next thing I'm going to do is use the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter one. This is just the original shade. It doesn't have a shade on here because when I got this, she didn't have other shades, but I think it's just like number one or the like original or something like that. And I just put it on like a fluffy brush and just put it on the back of my hand and then kind of tap it on to give me some glow. Okay, I'm going to powder now, and I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Lavendar powder and the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Fix, I think it's called, powder. This is in light pink, and this is the closest thing I found to a dupe to the Milk Makeup Blur and Set. It's talc free as well, which is really important to me. So that's why I got it, because it's talc free and it's light pink, which is what I like about the Milk powder, is that it's like a light pink peachy color. It suits my skin tone. And I use the lavender powder because I got it and I use it, like I obviously want to use it, and I can't use it on all my face because it's like too light. But I mix the lavender powder and the Makeup Revolution powder together for my under eyes and my T-zone to like brighten it, and then I just use the Makeup Revolution powder for like the outer side. I know it's very, very extra, but in my defense, this was also like $8. if that helps. But it's extra. Okay, so we're going to do bronzer now, and I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Bronzer in Shady Biz, which is basically nearly out, but I still have some product yet left, and I'm actually super excited because it's like the first bronzer I've ever finished. And the large powder brush from the Sigma F20 large powder brush is the bronzer brush I'm going to use. Wow, that was way harder than it needed to be. I definitely will repurchase this. I just have other bronzers that I want to get through first. And once I've got through them, I 100% will repurchase this Fenty bronzer. It's actually my favorite bronzer I've ever used. So the highlighter I'm going to use today is the Champagne Pop from Becca, but mine is smashed, so I can't hold it up. And I know that I can fix it, I just haven't got around to fixing it yet. So it just kind of lives in this little smashed compact right here. And I'm going to use a Linda Hallberg 306 brush. And I know I already have cream highlight on, but I like to be very highlighted. We're going to use the Anastasia Blush Kit in Radiance for my blush. And I'm going to mix the two top colors here together. This is like my all-time favorite blush combo. And I don't actually know if you can get this blush kit anymore, so I'm really sorry, but you could just get like Flower Beauty or Milani have beautiful like pink and peach blushes like this that you can get for like really cheap. And it will give you like the same effect, but I have it, so I obviously want to use like the products that I have. But if you can get it, I know they have the deep tone, like the darker skin tone version of this on the Anastasia website. So if you can get this anywhere, it'll be on there. What I'm going to do is my brows, and then we're going to finish up the eyes and the rest of the face. So how I like to do my brows now, normally with the Bella Hadid like foxy brow look, you kind of like see how you do that and your brows go out like a lot straighter. So that's kind of what you want to do, but you kind of have to like, I would have to like shave off to there of my brows to be able to do that, and I'm not that committed to this look to do that, to be completely honest with you, because I like my brows the way that they are. So I'm just going to do my brows the best way that I can and make them as straight as I can, but it's not going to be like the proper like Bella Hadid kind of version. And yeah, so I'm just going to like kind of speed through this because I'm watching people do brows is like watching the paint dry. So I'll be back. Okay, so brows are done, and we're just going to finish up the eyes with like mascara, etc. And then we are almost done. So hurrah, hurrah. Now what I'm going to do is pick up the Linda Hallberg. Actually, no, that's not the brush I'm going to pick up. I'm going to pick up the, if I can find it, actually I'll just use this one. This is a ColourPop like Sigma E25 type brush. It's just a really thin fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pick up the absolute lightest transition shade in this Morphe palette, and I'm going to tap off pretty much all of the excess and run that super lightly underneath my lower lash line just to give it a teensy bit of definition, but not like hardly any at all. So we have the Glam by Manicare Sophia lashes, and they're kind of like winged out on the edge. So I'm just going to put my glue on these and get them all ready, and I'll be back. So I'm just going to quickly put some mascara on. I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Lashtopia. I just have like a little trial size of it, and because I'm putting lashes on, I may as well use this one. Okay, so my camera stopped recording and I don't actually know where it stopped recording. I'm thinking it might have been when I put my lashes on. So if that's the case, then what I've done is my inner corner like pointy bit, and then I put a like the Linda Hallberg Greige Core Crayon in my lower waterline, and I use just like a brown brow gel on my lower lash line instead of using black mascara because I don't have a brown mascara. So that's kind of all I've done. I've just kind of finessed or like finished the eyes completely. So this is what they're looking like. And now I'm just going to do my lips. So what I'm going to use is the Lip Heroes Nude For You lip crayon. And I'm just going to put this all over my lips and that's pretty much it, and then I'm just going to put a gloss on. And then I'm just going to use my Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb again, and just kind of, which is pretty much running out, so I need a new one. I don't want it to be super, super glossy, just like a light sheen, so that's pretty good. And last but not least, I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I love this setting spray so, so much. I've gone through like 10 bottles of these. I'm not even kidding. Alright guys, this is the completed look for today. This is the Foxy Eye, the Cat Eye, the Bella Hadid Eye, whatever you want to call it. This is it. I'm really, really happy with how this look turned out. I think it's a beautiful eye look. You could wear this like shopping or to dinner or clubbing or whatever, and it's just this kind of like nudie but like really glamorous kind of look. I'm hoping it looks as good on camera as it does in real life, because in real life it really looks really pretty. So I'm happy with how this look turned out. If you have recreated this look either from this video or someone else's, let me know. Pop your photos down below in the comments. I'd love to see them. You can also DM me or hashtag Martina Lily on Instagram. I'll pop my handle here. I'd love to see all of your looks. It would be so much fun to kind of see how we all do it and our own take on it. If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give me a like if you did like this video. I would really, really, really appreciate it, and it just means the world to me. And that is it for today's video. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!